Hello, my name is Ruben P. Cardona, and I'm an associate professor at Michigan State University, and I thank you for the opportunity to talk briefly to you about the critical importance that the National Hispanic Science Network has had in my personal and professional life. I am a clinician by training. I obtained my master's degree and doctoral degree in family therapy. Not family psychology, family therapy. And I highlight that because historically our field in family therapy has been very clinically focused. And the research, we've had the basic training on research, but not the characteristic strong research that you can get in degrees like psychology, clinical psychology. So I had a great training as a clinician. I really learned to work with very hard to engage populations. I work with issues of child trafficking in Mexico. I work with federal probations. I work with folks struggling with substance abuse issues in reentry process. And a lot of my work right now is prevention of mental health and substance abuse with Latino immigrant populations exposed to intense contextual challenges. As a clinician, I felt very grounded in my work. However, that was not the case for my research. It was thanks to my interaction with the National Hispanic Science Network that happened right before I graduated that my research training truly exploded. And everything I can do right now on health disparities research, I contribute constantly and completely attribute that to the wonderful mentoring I have received at NHSN. My first experience with NHSN was to participate in the summer training program, which is a phenomenal experience. My eyes were open to all the possibilities about funding with the federal government, NIH funding, working with NIDA, and my exposure to funded scholars was truly inspiring. Really intense experience, but truly rewarding, and that experience was what convinced me that I wanted to do the type of change that my senior mentors were achieving. After that, I was invited to I was selected as an early career investigators panel in one of the NHSN meetings, and that was a huge turning point for me, because my dissertation consisted of a qualitative study, but at all times, NHSN leaders completely conveyed profound respect for my work. Even though some of the leaders had not done qualitative research, all the times, everything I received was a genuine interest in my work, a genuine interest to help me get to the next level. And people were also very overt and very clear and transparent with me, and were transparent about the ways in which I needed to grow in my research, training, and capabilities to be able to be competitive. That's how I got to writing my first R21 proposal, which was unscored. And that was, as all of successful funded researchers know, a very tough experience in the beginning. But it was the support of really great NHSN mentors that really convinced me of keep trying, of keep working. I wouldn't do justice if I mention only some of the mentors that I've had through NHSN, but names that come to me from the summer training, Abelardo Valdez, Felipe González Castro, the whole Miami group, Jose Chapuznik, Hilda Pantin, Willy Prado, and most recently, amazing support that I have received from Jean Anthony. So it was through conversations with these mentors that I was encouraged to resubmit again, and I submitted and competed for an R34. And I got that proposal. We got that proposal funded, and I was truly excited about that experience because I knew it could happen. We just recently completed our study with Latino immigrant families in the city of Detroit with very underserved population, and we have achieved a retention rate of 89%, 84% with fathers, and we're truly encouraged about that. Now in my next step, I want to enhance my research by looking at issues of genetics, epidemiology as it refers to primary prevention with young teens. And I'm really closely working with Jim Anthony on a K proposal that received a very competitive score, 18, and we hope it can get to the next level. What I want to say succinctly was that I came a far way from being a fully focused clinician to a very competitive researcher. I have implemented my first large-scale prevention trial, and I just want to explode and do more. Why? Because the health disparities that we experience as Latinos are too many. So NHSN is not only about research training, it's about empowerment. And I couldn't imagine being in this seat, doing the work I'm doing, without the powerful experience of empowerment that NHSN has provided to me. How, being a Latino and battling the educational disparities I have faced, I have come so far away from the origins where I started, in which research was so intimidating. I can't wait to continue that to the next generation and start giving back to the people that have given to me. I just urge you to fully support NHSN in any way possible. I will do my share, but I strongly urge you because it has made a difference in our lives. And as it makes a difference in our lives, it makes a difference in the lives of so many underserved Latino parents and families that we are reaching out with our research. We're using science to transform lives. I deeply thank you for your attention.